Hello everyone, welcome back to Full-Grown Gaming's Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Now I need to actually go back to the Temple of Time and transform into a kid again, and before I come back here I'm actually going to stock up on bugs and beans, so I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, here you can see in my inventory I now have the... Oh man, I forgot these guys were even here. I think if I stand up here maybe I'll be a little bit safer. Anyway, I was just playing around with the Ocarina, and I think from Majora's Mask, that song called The Song of Healing, I want to try and play it for you guys, even though it's not in this game. And you might think, oh, it's just 6 notes, but I think I might have gotten down the part right after that, so let me try it for you. Alright guys, now that might be like, I don't know why I just decided to do that, but I thought it was kind of funny, or kind of cool I guess, because the part after the actual 6 notes that plays, I always wished I knew how to actually play them, because I think that's pretty cool that, you know, there's notes after the actual song that play that aren't, you know, required or whatever. Anyway, let me go ahead and plant some bugs here. I believe there should be a Gold Skulltula. I think this is going to be 92. Definitely more than I've ever gotten since I played this game. Don't really know why I'm picking up bugs at this point, because I don't think we're going to need bugs anymore. There we go. Unfortunately, now that we have the Kokiri Sword, now all the Gold Skulltulas require more than, you know, 1 slash. We're also going to be planting a bean here. When we come back as an adult, which we have to complete the dungeon, we will be riding that up to the top of that rock right there, because there's going to be the final piece of heart up there. Now, if it seems like I'm getting a little tongue-tied, twisted, whatever you want to call it, might have something to do with the fact that I haven't sat in front of a microphone and talked in like 5 days, which might not sound like a long time, but once you get in a habit and you stop it, it is a little bit, you know, disorienting. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to this lady right here. I haven't seen you around, kid. What do you want? Well, I'm not sure what happens if you say these, but they're not necessary. I think if you say nothing really is when she actually, you know, progresses the story a little bit. You have nothing to do? What good timing. Can you do me a favor, kid? Wait a second. I want to ask you first. You wouldn't happen to be one of Ganondorf's followers, would you? You've got guts. I think I like you. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Nabooru of the Gerudo. I'm a lone wolf thief. That was a tongue twister, and also Nabooru, we heard about her when we were in the Gerudo Fortress a while back. But don't get me wrong. Though we're both thieves, I'm completely different from Ganondorf. With his followers, he stole from women and children, and he even killed people. A kid like you may not know this, but the Gerudo race consists of only women. Only one man is born every 100 years, and I think I had talked about that once before, but I think I might have said 1,000. Even though our laws say that that lone male Gerudo must become king of the Gerudo, I'll never bow to such an evil man. By the way, what is your name, kid? Kyle? What kind of name is that? Well, thanks. Well, anyway, I want to ask you a favor. Will you go through this tiny hole and get a treasure that's inside? The treasure is the Silver Gauntlets. If you equip them, you can easily push and pull very heavy things. No, kid. Don't even think about taking this treasure for yourself. The Silver Gauntlets won't fit a little kid like you if you try to equip them. I want you to be a good boy and give them to me. Now, when I just read I want you to be a good boy, it reminded me of a song that you may know, which I'm not going to sing, but one of the lyrics is, I'll be a good boy, I promise, which is actually is down with the sickness. Anyway, disturbed. Ganondorf and his minions are using the Spirit Temple as a hideout. Only the Silver Gauntlets will allow me to sneak deep into the temple. Once there, I'm going to steal all the treasure inside and mess up their plans. How about it? Will you do it? Of course. Thanks, kid. You and I, let's give Ganondorf and his followers a big surprise, shall we? If you can successfully get the Silver Gauntlets, I'll do something great for you. Now, I don't want to spoil anything, but we don't ever really get to find out, I guess, what she'll do for us. Mainly because we don't really get to give her the Silver Gauntlets, and we'll find out why that is in a minute. Or actually, it's going to be near the end of the episode, probably. On the other side, you just saw me crawl through here. Obviously, we can't crawl through those holes as an adult. And on the other side, there's actually a huge block. Oh, well, my shield is gone. That's just great. But there's a huge block, like blue block on the other side that we can't move even if we are an adult, because we actually have to have the Silver Gauntlets, which we can't get unless we're a kid. So the point of this dungeon is actually to go back in time, you know, get the Silver Gauntlets, become an adult, and then you can proceed with the rest of the dungeon. I kind of like that about this, even though, wasn't there another one that we had to kind of do that for? It was kind of like the Kakariko well, but I think it was possible, I think it might be possible to beat... I can't remember if it's possible to beat the Shadow Temple without the Lens of Truth or not. Regardless, it's kind of the same mechanic. Now, I forgot that we have Deku Nuts available as a kid. Luckily, that makes, you know, the Armor statues a little bit easier to defeat. Alright, now we took him out. Now, luckily he drops bombs, which I'm thinking we might need later. Oh no, we'll need bomb chews later. Which is funny because you don't have to have bomb chews up until this point in the game, and you could actually come this far in the game without ever having, you know, put eyes on or laid your eyes on a bomb chew, but by the end of this dungeon we will have to use them. Now, I don't think that those silver rupees are necessary to get. We'll be going in that room where they are, and I'm not sure what they give you if you do get them. I'll try and get them, but I'm not sure if, like I said, I'm not sure if it's necessary. Now, here is a Gold Skulltula. I'm not sure where, actually, now that I think about it, I'm not even sure where the other Gold Skulltulas are in this dungeon. So if I do happen to go through and forget maybe 1 or 2 Gold Skulltulas, it's not a big deal. Because, like I said, you can actually go back and, you know, get stuff that you've missed before. Now, let me go ahead and take out this Stalfos real quick. Alright guys, I took out the Stalfos there. Now there was a funny looking glitch. It looked like the infinite Deku Seed, or Deku Nut, or Deku Stick trick worked there. I didn't know that was possible. Now I think what you're supposed to do here is actually throw your boomerang at the switch. Luckily it's a little bit easier, I think, just to use your, you know, your slingshot to do that. I was just about to say, if I fall off right there, I'm going to be a little bit, you know, miffed, if that's even a correct word there. Luckily, we get our, you know, our Deku Shield back. And I have to wonder that if you don't have your Deku Shield, like if you do have your Deku Shield, I wonder if that would be a blue rupee. I bet you it would. If I had more time, you know, to go back through the game again just to get to that point, I would probably do it just to try it out. Now here we have... Awesome. Luckily, that doesn't actually kill you, it just takes away 1 heart. But here we have a... I'm not even sure what these are called. Anubis, it's vulnerable to fire. If we just had some fire arrows, I wonder if Din's Fire will work. I'll try it. If it doesn't work, there is actually another thing that we can do. There's a switch right behind me, right over there, that we can actually use to take care of them. Let me go ahead and try Din's Fire, though. Alright, I can't... Actually, you know, I can kind of believe that works. I still cannot figure out if Din's Fire is required to... What in the world just happened there? Did you guys see that? I don't even care that I jumped off there. I was like standing in midair for no reason. That was kind of weird. Luckily, the door is still open, but I'm not sure if Din's Fire is actually required to be the game or not. I probably should know that, but I don't know. I haven't really thought about it in detail or anything. Now, let me go ahead and get this. I believe this is going to be our first key, and even though we're a kid, they don't, you know... they don't let us actually take a break from the fact that we actually have to collect keys. Oh my goodness. How close could that have possibly been? I forgot that those were even here. I skipped over when Navi told us. Let me go ahead and collect these silver rupees real quick, and I'll see what they give me. Alright guys, now apparently that, I wasn't exactly expecting that. Before I started collecting them, I had no idea what it did. But as I went on more and more, I kind of figured that that's what it would do. Because there was nothing else that it really could have done. And as I sat there and looked at it, I'm like, you know, that thing is probably going to fall down. Now that we've gone over there, got a key, we've gone over there, and we got a Gold Skulltula. I actually got those mixed up. But what we have to do now is actually go straight down the middle. Obviously, there's a locked door in the way, which, as a kid... Let me just go ahead and get this off my chest. This dungeon took me forever to actually complete as a kid, because first of all, I didn't really realize you were supposed to go back in time to become Kid Link. Don't really know why. It's pretty obvious when you see those, you know, whatever, the holes in the floor or the wall or whatever, it's obviously you're supposed to go back, you know, and be a kid again. For whatever reason, I just didn't get that concept as a kid. But even after I figured that out, and I came here as a kid, this part of the dungeon, for some reason, even though it's pretty straightforward now that I'm doing it right now, it still confused me. So if I kind of get lost a little bit, consider that a remnant of when I used to play the game back in the day or whatever. I guess, you know, embrace it a little bit. I guess it makes it a little more real. Let's go ahead and get this. I believe that is 93. Either in this episode or the next episode, we're actually going to be getting the final Gold Skulltulas. I don't think we even need to necessarily kill these things because they're going to die in just a second anyway. Anyway, sorry about that. I had like a little coughing fit I had to cut out. I've been sick the past couple of days too. Anyway, if we go ahead and shoot that thing right there, I believe, yeah, I think in this chest right here there are going to be bomb chews, which you actually need, I think, to beat this part of the game. Which is why, like I said, you can go to this point without ever having seen a bomb chew. But at this point, I believe, like I said, it's necessary. Not sure if bombs will work. I could try it real quick, though. Definitely not close enough for that. Now let's go ahead and use a bomb chew. I think it'll blow up when it gets there no matter how... There we go. I was going to say, no matter how long the fuse is or how long you've been holding it or whatever, I think it'll just blow up when it gets to that point no matter what. This room right here. First of all, it reminds me of a room in Resident Evil 4 where the hands go up and down in that one room, that statue. If you guys have played the game, you know what I'm talking about. It's not nearly that action-oriented because actually in that game, the statue runs after you and quick time events, you have to dodge and all that kind of stuff. But in this game, it's a little more puzzle-oriented. Luckily, when you're a kid, it's not too hard. You just move that Armo statue over onto that switch and you run upstairs. As an adult, though, not that easy. And I don't think... It looks like, actually, we can get over there. Oh, no, we can't because we don't have the long shot. But apparently that's going to be one of our final Gold Skulltulas over there. But that switch just opens this door right here. And I think there's a Gold Skulltula, not right there, maybe up the stairs a little bit. But, yeah, it just opens that one door. But there are more switches and more doors when you're an adult. Now, let me go ahead and do this room real quick. It's a little bit of a puzzle, and instead of just messing it up over and over, I will just speed it up a little bit. Alright, now all you had to do, I forgot how this room worked, was actually just move the sun switch into the sun here, which opens the door. Unfortunately, we actually need another key after we get through that door to progress with the game a little bit. And now that I think about it, I'm not really sure what this statue does right here. Let me go ahead and take this guy out, though. Wow, I can't believe that worked. I thought it was gonna, you know, completely veer off track. Actually, now that I think about it, I think what those torches do is make a key appear, because I remember there being a treasure chest right here. Let me go ahead and light all those things, because I'm not sure exactly how long that's going to take for me to find a lit torch. And I will also collect these silver rupees, and I will collect whatever that gives me. Oh, I was about to say, I have no idea what those silver rupees did. Apparently what it does is actually light this torch right here so that you will have a fire to, you know, run around with and light all the other torches. I didn't realize that. There's actually a lit torch in the room previous. Oh man, did I not light one right? I don't know. In that room right there, or somewhere back there, there's actually a torch that you can use, I think, instead of actually, you know, getting the silver rupees. I'm not sure, I've never done that, but let me go ahead and light these torches real quick. Well, apparently that's it right there. I thought I was going to have to light them all again, because if you miss one, generally, the game will make you go back and get all the other ones again, but it didn't make us do it that time. Here is our final key that we will be getting as a kid, I think. I'm not sure. No, I'm pretty sure, actually, that's the last key that we're going to be getting as a kid. Almost forgot that Gold Skulltula up there. I've always remembered it being in the, you know, the room of the stairs or whatever, and that is where it was, and I almost forgot it. And if I had forgotten that one, that would have been kind of a pain, because I'm not sure if you can come back here as an adult or not. I don't think so, or why would we need to be Kid Link anyway? That would have taken a while to come back and get. Luckily, you know, I remembered at the last minute. The final boss, I believe we can pretty much safely say is a kid. Let me go ahead and throw my boomerang. Let me go ahead and take out my Deku sticks, by the way. We will definitely be using the power stab trick, and for that we need the Deku shield. Let me go ahead and shoot, or throw this thing. There we go, got him nice and bitter. Let's go ahead and jump slash. This guy is one of the hardest bosses in the game, in my opinion, because he's so fast and he's really powerful. Look at that axe that he's swinging. It looks like we're doing a fair amount of damage to him. Oh my! I better have a fairy in my pocket. Is that fairy? That's blue fire, just great. If he hits me one more time, I think we might be dead. There we go. Oh, my life was literally flashing before my eyes. If I had died right there, this close to the end of the game, I don't know what I would have done, honestly. I think we only have one more fight with that thing, and I don't think we actually have to fight him as Kid Link again. We have to fight him, I think, actually on the other... Are you kidding me? Is the owl really going to be here this late in the game? Yes, I'm surprised to see you. A long time in this world is almost nothing to you, is it? How mysterious. Even I thought that the tales of a boy who could travel back and forth through time was merely a legend. Kyle, you have fully matured as an adult. From now on, the future of all the people in Hyrule is on your shoulders. Maybe it's not my time anymore. Here's my last advice. 2 witches inhabit this temple. In order to destroy them, turn their own magic power against them. Do you want to hear what I said again? No. I will continue to watch you. Thanks. It's kind of sad, honestly, that we'll never talk to him again, you know, for a new advice or whatever. But it's kind of reassuring as well because we don't actually have to hear him talk anymore, which is, you know, because he interrupts the gameplay a lot. What I was saying is I think over there, actually, we have to fight a... Am I really going to forget what they're called? I think they're called Iron Knuckles, but I can't remember right. Let's go ahead and open this. This is actually going to be the Silver Gauntlets that we've been hunting after for so long. Or really not that long. We didn't even know about them 10 minutes ago. But unfortunately, we'll be getting a cutscene here where something bad is going to happen to our old friend. Hey, where are you taking me? Yar, let me go! You fiends, Ganondorf's minions! Kyle, get out of here now! These witches, how is she talking right now? She's completely under the sand, I don't know. They're using black magic on me. Unfortunately, guys, it looks like Naburu's in a bit of a pickle there. We're gonna have to save her. There are a couple of things that I want to do, actually, before the end of the episode, though, but to do them, I actually need to become an adult again, so I will see you guys back here as an adult. Alright, guys. We are back here. I know I said that I would meet you guys back in, you know, in front of the Spirit Temple, but I forgot. One of these rocks you can actually pick up. Oh, that's awesome, and we can't do that unless we have the Silver Gauntlets, but we can actually throw it and go down this hole. That is going to be a long, long walk. Let me just go ahead and speed this up, because I know this episode is going to be really long anyway. Alright, guys. The way I just took out that regular Skulltula right there, by the way, I thought was pretty ingenious, if I do say so myself. The Gold Skulltula right here, I never really even realized it was here until recently. And look where we are. We're not even on the map. I'm not sure exactly how they thought you were going to know to come up here. Can you even see this hole up here from down there? I'm guessing that's how you're supposed to know. I guess you were supposed to see this hole up here and be like, oh, how do I get up there? And look around the area. But now that I have that, which by the way, it only appears at night, and I forgot about that. So I came in here in the daytime and had to make it nighttime. But there's a place over there, like it's nice and grassy. I've always wondered where that really goes. I'm thinking maybe the Kokiri Forest is over there. I'm not exactly sure. But I'm gonna meet you guys back in the Spirit Temple area. Alright, now here we are back in the Desert Colossus. There are a couple of things that we need to take care of, and after I take care of those things, I think the next episode is actually going to be finishing off the Spirit Temple. But let's go ahead and jump on this bean plant. I think there's a Gold Skulltula up here that we can get somewhere, dude. There we go, guys. I've been looking for this thing for a few minutes now. I don't know why I couldn't see it. I know I also got a phone call, so luckily I can cut all that out and you guys just get to see the meat and potatoes of actually collecting stuff. There is one more thing that we have to get, or have to use that little, the bean plant for. So let me go ahead and speed it up till I get up there, because I've been telling you about, the heart piece up there forever now, it seems like. So I'll see you guys up there. I can't believe I stuck that landing, but guys, take a good look at this heart piece right here. The final one in the entire game. I can't believe that I collected all of those, considering that I've never done that before. Not really that hard, there were only 36 of them, not like 100 Gold Skulltulas. If I can get over to the tree over here by the oasis by nighttime, or by... Let me go ahead and get out my arrows. Maybe I can shoot the Gold Skulltula before it turns into daytime. If not, I'm gonna have to cut it out. Come on! Alright, took care of all the enemies that were, harassing me as I'm trying to get this Gold Skulltula. But I think this is actually going to be the final thing. Oh my, let me get it, please. There we go. Oh my goodness. I think, how many is that? 95. 98? Oh my... 2 more, guys, and I bet they are both in the Spirit Temple, which we will be taking on as Adult Link in the next episode. I want to thank you guys for watching this episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Sorry for the extended wait, but, I guess that happens sometimes. But I want to see you guys back for when we actually defeat the evils of the Spirit Temple.